We have one last award to make this morning. It's the Dr. Garth Pickard Award for Post-Secondary Excellence in Education for Sustainable Development. This inaugural award is being made in honor of Dr. Garth Pickard, who passed away on November 9th, 2020. Garth was a founding member of RC Saskatchewan, a beloved academic colleague, and an outdoor education enthusiast and educator. The slides that have been put together as a tribute to Garth were prepared by Garth's wife and children, especially for today's recognition event. I would now like to invite Karen McIver to pay tribute to Garth. Karen.
Hi there. And I have some students watching this as well, learning environmental science. So I just think Garth would also love that. So yes, these slides were put together by Garth's family, and they're unable to be here today. Can everyone see that at this time? I think so. Okay, so Garth Pickard sadly passed away on November 29th, 2020 at the age of 72 following his battle with cancer. Garth left behind his beloved mother, Mary, his much-loved wife and partner of 48 years, Gloria, and his cherished children, Brandy, partner Jeff, and Brad, partner Nadine, and granddaughters Bailey, Chelsea, Blair, and Marika. Garth was born on July 13th, 1948 in Edmonton, Alberta. As he was a child, he was actively involved in Scouts and was awarded the rank of Queen Scout. He had passion for music and later went on to become a member of the professional touring group Denim and Lace. Garth obtained a bachelor and master's degree in education and a doctor of philosophy, all from the University of Alberta. He devoted his career to teacher education. He joined the Faculty of Education, University of Regina in July of 1978, following faculty appointments at Brock University, York University, and the University of Alberta. His love and stewardship for the outdoors was the foundation of his teaching philosophy. During his 33-year tenure in the faculty, Garth taught undergraduate and graduate courses in physical education, outdoor education, and educational leadership. He also held many administrative positions, including Associate Dean of Student Services and Undergraduate Programs and Director of the Center for International Teacher Education, as well as the Director of the Canada-China University Linkage Program. Following his retirement in December of 2011, Garth remained active in his work with UNESCO, and Garth served on many boards dealing with the arts and environmental issues. One of his past students who is on this call, Sam Gunn, who is an outdoor educator and has taught in many ways in the outdoors, said this about Garth. The gift of having Garth as a teacher is that his stories, songs, and antics keep revealing lessons as I age. Interactions that I thought were odd or silly as a beginning teacher have revealed themselves to have deep meaning just below the surface. Garth's commitment to maintaining a holistic understanding of the world meant that lessons were filled with emotion, physicality, relationship, and reflection. He generously brought his whole self to the learning experience, and he expected the same from us. He taught me that the world is the best textbook we have, that love is the most important ingredient when building a fire, and that it only takes 5 minutes to form a meaningful connection to a pine cone. His influence on me has been profound, and I consider him to be the catalyst for my career in outdoor and environmental education. Back to this one. Garth and his family enjoyed many family trips outdoors over the years. He loved to be outside and especially looked forward to outdoor trips in northern Saskatchewan with his family and while teaching. He was a proud grandfather who took a special interest in the lives of his granddaughters and always encouraged them to follow their dreams. Roger Petrie, here today from the RCE in Saskatchewan, said this: Garth worked tirelessly behind the scenes on sustainability and environmental education. He inspired and guided us in the formative years of our Regional Center of Expertise on Education for Sustainable Development in 2007 up to the present, and served as a key role in our RCE as co-coordinator of our working group on sustainable infrastructure. Garth believed that great change was possible and that this change could be brought about through holistic, integrated, and interdisciplinary approaches to education. Garth knew above all that education for sustainable development was a matter of the heart, and his energy and love of life was only matched by his love for our planet. He would be very honored to know that this recognition was happening, and he's been a mentor to, I'm sure, all of us on the call. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak in honor of Garth Pickard.
Well, thank you, Karen, for those wonderful words and bringing this all together for us. I will now invite Dr. Larry Rosia, President of Saskatchewan Polytechnic, to present the inaugural Dr. Garth Pickard Award to our worthy recipient.
All right, well, thank you, Roger, and congratulations to RCE for a wonderful program. It was great listening to all of those presenters, and congratulations to all of the Sustainability Award winners. First, I am both privileged and humbled to be able to provide and have the opportunity to present this award honoring Dr. Garth Pickard. He was definitely a strong driving force for this organization, and I know that his presence has been and will continue to be very, very missed. It's therefore fitting that the award named for Dr. Pickard recognizes a project involving a post-secondary education institution in Saskatchewan that shows innovation and excellence in education for sustainable development. Ashley Carlson and Cindy Kuppenberger's project, Two-Eyed Seeing, is a wonderful and innovative project with value for diverse audiences and one with the potential to be a high impact for educational resources. In fact, their well-crafted video could readily be used as a teaching resource for secondary school teachers. I understand Ashley and Sydeny undertook this project to address their own experience with Indigenous learning being underrepresented in their degree programs. Two-Eyed Seeing combines 3 dimensions of sustainability, that is economic, social, and environmental, with a 4th, tradition, to attempt to integrate Western and Indigenous ways of thinking about sustainability. That is outstanding, and congratulations to both of them.
Thank you. I'd now like to invite Ashley and Sydney to speak to their project.
Wow, thank you so much, everybody, for your kind words. And thank you all so much for sharing space with us today. We are so honored to receive this award, as well as being thankful to RCE Saskatchewan and the Pickard family for granting us this award. We would also like to acknowledge the teachings and relationships that we hold with the land upon which we learn and reside, Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We would also like to thank the knowledge keepers and community members who donated their valuable free time and expertise to aid us in the pursuit of this project. So, Tamsei, Sydeny Kuppenberger, Netzidegasan. I am a midshipwoman from Larange, Saskatchewan, and am nearly finished my Bachelor's of Science in Renewable Resource Management at the University of Saskatchewan, and set to begin my Master's in Environment and Sustainability in the fall. For hundreds, if not thousands of years, Indigenous peoples of the world have been environmentalists, conservationists, and restoration practitioners, all under an objective lens. Many traditions have been lost, but much traditional knowledge has been passed on intergenerationally and is often unknown to people of non-Indigenous descent. Indigenous peoples and their teachings are underrepresented in science and sustainability fields, and as Indigenous students in environmental sciences, we acknowledge and have experienced the gap in conversation around traditional knowledge in academia. This project centers around the two-eyed seeing approach, a concept which holds both Indigenous and Western science worldviews at equal value. We intend to encourage the conversation of sustainability from a traditional point of view and to ultimately allow co-production of knowledge and inclusion of Indigenous voices in the sustainability conversation. Experts in the field of sustainability are often viewed as those who hold degrees, thus often overlooking Indigenous knowledge keepers. For those who don't know, knowledge keepers are those in our communities who are well-versed in their field of work, or academics, as we sometimes refer to them in Western circles. Knowledge keepers may be elders, hunters, trappers, or those who have been gifted with sacred knowledge to pass on to others. These people who have hands-on lived experience in living with the land are central to sustainable education and sustainability knowledge co-production as we move forward in climate response. Given the undervalued nature of knowledge keepers and environment, we sought to center our project on the ways of knowing upheld by local knowledge keepers as ways of knowing, as they are those who carry our traditions and ways of caring for the land forward to future generations. We also chose to do an open format to interview our knowledge keepers because we wanted to discourage a hierarchical interviewer-interviewee dialogue and encourage more of a sharing circle format under the overarching topic of sustainable living. While this may have led to more content to sift through in the audio transcribing phase, it also provided a more in-depth conversation and better overall relationship building. I'm going to pass it off to Ashley.
Hello, everyone. Tansei, my name is Ashley Carlson. I would like to also thank the RCE for this award, as well as to thank Elder Leslie Starr for his greetings and prayer at the beginning of the award ceremonies. I'm a Cree woman from the Lac La Ronge Indian Band. I will be completing my undergraduate degree in environmental sciences this spring through the University of Saskatchewan. So a common idea used in describing sustainability is the 3 pillars of sustainability, where we focus on economic, social, and environmental factors and their roles in building a sustainable future. As Indigenous students, we felt that there should be much more to this idea than previously presented. I'm sure that we can all agree that the definition of sustainability can change based on one's perspective, but we can also agree that the point of sustainable practice is to ensure a future for 7 generations. This is where Sydeny and I decided that we must add a 4th end pillar, or in our case, hoops of sustainability. The 4th hoop of sustainability is traditional ecological knowledge. It is what the original 3 hoops. Within each hoop, we discuss multiple views of respective topics that connects both Western and traditional understandings of sustainability. The audio clippings within each hoop are recordings of knowledge keepers reflecting and sharing their expertise around these topics. Through these connections, we hope to highlight the importance and influence of traditional land-based knowledge upon Western science's understandings of sustainability. The 5th and final hoop is sustainability itself. We believe that this hoop is important in being able to sympathize with those whose definition of sustainability is different based on their positionality. The goal for the project was to provide a tool that could be accessed by anyone within academia or by anyone looking to expand their knowledge on the subject. We believe that we were successful in providing such a resource. The project can be found on YouTube by searching 2-Eyed Seeing or on action.madlabsk.ca. There are many other wonderful projects at this website that were done by our colleagues within our Environmental Science 401 class. We encourage everyone to take a look at them as well. We would also like to thank our nominator, Dr. Colin Whitfield, and the selection committee for seeing the value within our traditional ecological knowledge. This is really special.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley and Sydeny. And again, Garth would have loved the focus on traditional ecological knowledge, and what an important contribution to the global RC network as well, if we can share it through that venue as well.